Okay, we've been talking about it this morning. It's a huge day for Apple and Apple lovers who are hoping to get a taste of the new iPhone 5.
That's because the phone goes on sale this morning, and some people could not wait to get their hands on one. They've spent hours and in some cases days waiting in line to get one of these phones. News 13's David Romero is live out at the Apple store at ABQ Uptown. David, how many people are you seeing out there?
Well, Matt, I just spoke with security guards just a few moments ago, and they said that the line is curving around the building all the way, almost touching the parking lot, which is just east of where the Apple store is itself. Now, of course, Apple is calling this the best thing to happen to the iPhone since the iPhone. And hopefully we're going to roll some video right now to show you what it looked like even as early as last night. Now, a few specs on the phone that we want to get out to you guys is the folks at Apple are saying they have re-examined nearly every part of the previous iPhone to arrive at today's model, the iPhone 5. Now, everything from all the features and apps with the new operating system on the phone, which is iOS 6. The phone is slated to have a sleek new design. It's said to be the lightest and the thinnest smartphone currently available in the market. Now, Apple has taken some flack in the trades because they redesigned the power cable hookup, and just this morning there has already been some word that's popped up across the internet with complaints from users that the new Maps application is not up to their standard, but of course that's all just up to everybody's opinion. Now, in all, you can see that's not deterring from the die-hard fans that have been waiting out here all night to be the first in line to get the popular phone. Now, according to CBS News, they say that analysts have estimated that the iPhone will ship as many as 10 million of the new iPhones by the end of this month alone. And of course, we want to break down some of the prices for you. $199 will get you into the iPhone. That is the 16 gig version of the model. Another $100 from there. $299 is at 32 gigs worth of memory in the phone, and the big daddy of them all is the 64 gigs, and get ready for this, is $399, so start saving those pennies. Matt, back to you.
You're going to need a lot of pennies to do that, David. By the way, if you don't have an upgrade right now, the phone will cost you $650. We'll check in with you once again to find out what's going on out there. And this iPhone craze is not going on just here in Albuquerque. People are lining up all over the country, in New York, Chicago, in fact, just about everywhere in the world, too, to get this phone. In Singapore, Japan, and Australia, people have already gotten their hands on what many are calling the latest and greatest smartphone ever made. Later today, as David said, we're already starting to hear what people think of this. We'll hear if the phone lives up to all of the hype. Elizabeth?
In other news this morning, it was a scary situation. Deputies say a man takes his own mother hostage, even holding a knife to her neck. And this morning, that man is dead, and the Bernalillo County Sheriff's Department is investigating. It all went down yesterday afternoon. Deputies got a call that Sam Marquez was holding his own mother hostage at his home near Coors and Arenal. Now, deputies spent about an hour trying to convince him to let his mom go, but it was to no avail. Officials say Marquez eventually brought his mom outside, holding a knife to her throat, but he refused the deputies' orders to drop the weapon.
At that point, he started to retreat back into the house with the hostage, with the knife to the hostage's neck, and our deputies responded to stop that, and the subject victim was shot.
Marquez ended up dying. Investigators say, won't say when or how many times they shot him. His mom is doing okay this morning.
The young man Albuquerque police say was underage, driving drunk, and caused a crash that killed a 2-year-old boy, is still in jail this morning and has now been officially indicted by a grand jury. Police say Mariano Salas' truck slammed into a car near Coors and Arenal on I-40 last month. Vicente Griego was in his car seat in the back of that car. He was badly hurt and he died 6 days later. The little boy was just 2 years old. Salas' bond is still at $250,000. And this woman who hit and badly hurt a child 3 years ago is now waiting to find out how long she'll spend in prison for that. Mallory Chavez pled no contest yesterday to causing great bodily harm by vehicle. She hit Caitlin Ford on a street in the South Valley 3 years ago. Chavez did not have a driver's license at the time because she repeatedly failed the test. She could get more than 4 years in prison.
Today is considered a national day of prayer and remembrance that we still have thousands of missing POWs. Prisoners of war have, a lot of them, never returned home. More than 2,400 soldiers originally listed missing in Vietnam. Only about 800 of them have had their remains returned.
The Space Shuttle Endeavour is at Edwards Air Force Base in Southern California this morning and will fly over a lot of that state today before it makes a final stop in Los Angeles.
And did you happen to catch it yesterday here in New Mexico? The shuttle graced part of New Mexico's skies yesterday. A special NASA 747 carried shuttle Endeavour. It flew very low, as you can see here, over NASA's White Sands testing facility. That's actually a facility where parts of the shuttle and its rocket engines were tested and fixed for decades, and actually where Columbia landed back in 1982.
Very proud of what this facility has done to support the program over the years, and sad to see it go, but I know it means we can move on to bigger and better things.
Next month, it'll go to its new home at the California Science Center. And it's, you mentioned, at Edwards Air Force Base, right? Edwards Air Force Base in California, but it's going to be flying around California a little bit more before it actually ends up in the museum.
Yeah, to get to the museum, they actually have to take it down city streets.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
Can you imagine?
they're going to drive the shuttle 2 miles an hour down city streets. They're having to trim trees, fix some buildings and bridges along the way, but that'll be a sight to see, and we'll show that to you. That'll be probably sometime next month.